Hello everybody, welcome back. As you know, Memanto is a cross-session memory agent for AI agents. Everything you do in the CLI, storing memories, recalling them, resolving conflicts, connecting tools, is also available in the visual dashboard. This makes things easier for you. So let's open it. Use the Memanto UI. This starts the local server and opens the dashboard in a new window tab. This is the Memanto dashboard. On the left, you'll see the navigation sidebar with different sections. At the bottom left, there's a pulsing green dot. That shows the live connection status. It tells you the server is healthy. Let's walk through each section and see what you can do. The first piece is the dashboard. This is your system overview. At a glance, you can see different stat cards. For example, you'll see which agent is active, which agent memory you're using, and whether a session is live. Next, you have Agents Register. This shows how many agents are registered. You'll also find System Health here. You can check the live Moorcheh backend connection. It shows if it's healthy, degraded, or offline. In API Key, it shows whether your key is configured or the on-prem server URL if backend is on-prem. You don't need API Key when it's on-prem. Today's summary shows whether an auto summary exists yet, or you can click to view and generate it. Below the cards, the agent profile displays the active agent's ID, its pattern, description, memory namespace, creation date, and the number of sessions. Session info shows the live session, its status, when it started, when it expires, and the time left before auto-renewal. If no agent is active, you'll see an inline prompt asking to activate an agent. Next is the Agents tab, where you'll find all registered agents. An agent is a named memory space. Each agent has its own isolated namespace, so memories never leak between projects or assistants. This page lists every registered agent. To work with an agent, you need to activate it. That opens a session and makes it the target for everything else in the UI and any operation you perform from your CLI or connected tools. We already have an agent activated. Almost every other page requires an active agent plus a session. So this is your starting point for working with Memanto. Next is the playground. The playground is where you test memory operations interactively. It has 5 tabs: Remember, Answer, Recall, Upload Files, and Extract. In Remember, you can store a new memory. Let's add a memory like Memanto. On-prem is launched. You can add a title if you want, or it will generate one for you. Choose the type of memory. It's an event. Give some tags and store the memory. This will save it for you. Every memory carries metadata, type, confidence, source, and provenance, which is what lets Memanto rank and reason about memories later. Next, you have Answer. This is retrieval augmented Q&A over your memories. Just ask a question in natural language. Memanto finds the most relevant memories and gives you an agentic answer. For example, if you ask, "What is Phase 1 shipping deadline?" the answer shows up as a chat bubble. Underneath it shows the source memory it used, so you know exactly where the answer came from. No black box. Recall is pure semantic search. No LLM. Just matching memories ranked by similarity. You can search different queries. For example, if you search for Memento, it brings up the memory we just stored. Memanto on the prem is launched. You don't have to wait for indexing or anything. It's available instantly. Each memory shows its content, type, confidence, and similarity score. Use recall when you want raw retrieval. Use answer when you want a synthesized reply. You can also filter the recall output using different parameters, like total number of chunks retrieved, mean, similarity, and memory types. In the Upload File tab, you can upload a simple file. It's converted into different memory chunks and ready to search instantly. Supported file formats are PDF, Word, Excel, JSON, text files, CSVs, and MD files up to 5 gigabytes. Moorcheh pulls out the text and makes it searchable. You can use recall and answer so you're able to feed an entire document state into the agent's memory. Next, Extract takes chat-style conversation turns and turns them into memory candidates. This helps when you want to pull memories from a long chat with an AI. Maybe you generated a lot of data, or had important points you don't want to lose. For example, if we input short conversation, you can preview the extracted memories right away without saving them. Then, pick which memories you want to keep and add them to your Memento. Once you confirm what's been extracted, you can save it straight to Memento. After Playground, you have the Explorer. The Explorer gives you a master view of everything you've stored. You can browse, search, and filter all memories. Filter for the active agent, and your results show up in a table. Click any row to expand it and see the full memory and its details. There's also a time machine here. Just pick a date and time, say May 25th or 2026, and jump to that moment. Memanto shows you exactly what the agent's memory looked like on that day. It's a snapshot of the state at a specific time, which is really useful for debugging. Want to know what the agent thought last week? You can check. Next is the History tab. This gives you a GitHub-style graph that shows when memories were stored, plus a timeline. Each square stands for a day. The darker it is, the more memory was stored. Below, the timeline lists memories in order. It's a quick way to see how an agent's knowledge has grown and to spot bursts of activity. You can also see these red dots. They warn that memories were stored but no conflict detection was done, indicating chances of stale memories. We'll talk about conflict resolution in the next step. Here, when you click on a dot, you can view the memory stored for that day. You'll see the timestamp and a summary. For example, for May 5th, 2026, here's the summary. It tells you what memory was stored, the main theme, what was discussed, and some insights and stats. This makes it easier for you to track and understand how your memory grows over time. As memories build up, some will start to contradict each other. That's why you have the Conflicts tab here, detecting old preferences versus new ones. The conflict page brings these up so you can resolve them easily. It also shows warning that 5 new memories were stored since the last conflict scan. You can run the conflict detection by using Detect Conflict. This checks today's memory operations and finds any conflicts. Each conflict appears as a card with 2 conflicting memories side by side, the older one and the newer one, plus the conflict types. You can resolve conflicts right here. For example, we added a memory saying Memanto on-prem is launched, but before it said it will launch soon, you can change this to keep the new one and remove stale info. It tells you there's an update. The on-prem version already launched. We can keep new one. It is also spot the duplication. I already had a memory saying the user prefers dark mode, and new memories were added from the conversation. In this case, just keep the old one. You can also detect conflicts for the past days using this date. If you forget to check the conflicts for a certain day, you can go back and do it. You can also get that info here. Now, the red dot is clear for today, but there's still one left. If you run conflict detection, it will check the conflict for that specific day. There's also a new connection tab where you manage all your connections. The Memanto connection lets you wire up AI coding tools like Claude Code, Cursor, and others into Memento. This way, they read and write shared memory automatically through Memanto and get a companion agent. Memanto handles the integration file, instruction files, skills, and hooks if they're supported. To do this, just click Connect a Project and pick the directory you want to connect. For example, if we go to Folder and connect the CLI and install it globally, it will install. Now, you'll see it's installed in that directory. You can remove it from there too and manage all your connections in one place. Next, if you're already using another memory product, you can migrate. Migrate lets you import your data from providers like MM0, Letta, or Supermemory into the active Mementos agent. You don't need to do any hard work for migration. You can do this in 2 ways. If you already have your data exported, just convert it into JSON format. Then, provide the file path, and it will automatically export and store your memories in Memanto using batch remember. Or you can do it directly by pasting your API key. For example, if you want to migrate from Mem0, just paste your Mem0 API key. You can run a preview dry run, which won't store the memories yet, but will show you stats on what will be saved, like tokens and storage, or how much memory will be imported. Once you're happy with the memories you want to export, just click Import Now. This will bring all your memories from Mem0 into Memanto. One thing to remember, Migrate writes into whichever agent is currently active. So make sure you activate the right agent first. The API key you provide is only used at runtime and isn't stored anywhere. Now, let's look at config. The config page puts every Memanto setting in one place. Some panels will look different depending on whether you're using cloud or on-prem. Here, you can check if your API key is set up. If you're on cloud, you can see your status, change the server URL or port. You can also configure different session management settings, pick the model for your answers that generates replies, temperature, relevance, total number of chunks to generate answers, and how many chunks to retrieve while recalling. Auto parse for CLI. There's also a auto daily summary and conflict detection time. You can change any of these settings, adjust them as you like, then hit Save All Settings to keep your changes. Or reset to discard changes and reload the defaults. Finally, usage and analytics let you see the agent's memory all in one place. You can check what kind of knowledge your agent is collecting, how confident it is, and where the knowledge comes from. For example, you can track usage over time for the memory store, see memory by source, and look at memory by type. You get to see the distribution across all 13 types, check confidence distribution, and view memory tags in a tag cloud that highlights the most used tags. That covers the full Memanto dashboard. You can activate an agent, store and retrieve memories in the playground, browse and time travel in the Explorer, and resolve contradictions and conflicts. Wire up your AI tools and connections. You can also migrate from other products, tune everything in the config, and watch your analytics grow. All of this is powered by the same engine as the CLI. You'll find the link to docs in the description. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments below. Your agent's focus, Memanto remembers.